Hello to all traders and welcome back to another market review brought to you by Orbex. So what a difference a few days makes after a massive correction in the metal market saw gold start, the correction started on Thursday, continuing to Friday. And from the morning open, we've seen another plunge lower towards the 4,000 area. And this is based on the fact that the Buy America rhetoric is back firmly. We're seeing now prices more towards the dollar, looking at a safe haven. Obviously, with all the big fundamental headlines, we've had the America and Iran conflict kind of simmering, but it's died down a little bit at the moment. We've also seen that there's Fed Chair Jerome Powell is going to be leaving the hot seat in May, and Donald Trump has already nominated his next candidate for that. So there is a bit more optimism around America at the moment. And with the fact that the interest rate decision was a bit more muted and not really looking to be any big surprises last week, we did see that the ripple effects on the dollar upsurge was going to start happening a little bit more aggressively than we saw before. But from a massive bullish rhetoric, we were expecting a massive correction as well, and this is what we're seeing in the markets at the moment. On the daily chart, we did top towards 55, almost 5,600 before diving lower on Friday, a massive correction there. But from the peak to the trough here, we're looking at roughly about $1,000 being wiped off the yellow metal, which is extraordinary, just a few trading sessions. And let's just go on to the daily, the hourly chart, sorry, because I just want to see from the morning open, from the early Asian Australian Open, from Thursday, Friday, and then on to today. We've had a little bit of a gap in the market from the morning open, but it's continuously sliding lower, meaning that a lot more traders are profit taking. They're looking more towards the dollar now. Has the gold rally finally come to an end? 4-hour chart we're just looking on at the moment as well. Massive dive into the oversold area, so which means we could have a bit of a bounce on the RSI on price action as well. But as you can see here, I mean, 5,000 has been firmly cracked, and it's looking likely that it will not be revisited anytime soon, especially if bulls do not start re-entering the market. And as you can see here, we are trading more towards 4,000 and 5,000 at the moment, which is a bit more worrying if we're looking towards back at least towards these record highs. But you know, we haven't had this kind of big decline in price action for many years, especially on silver. Its worst trading day since 1980 on Friday, and we're just seeing that now on the hourly chart. As you can see from the morning open, again really subdued from Friday, not really seeing any big moves to get back into the hot seat. But on the daily chart, not to going towards going to different screens at the moment, but not to confuse you too much, but silver, the monumental sell-off in one trading day, chopping at 115 and spiking below 75. I mean, a massive correction there. But it was always kind of, you know, on the horizon that we were going to see a really big pullback in price action, because if you look on the daily chart, as I said, for silver, look at the monumentous upswing. Okay, we did have this AI rhetoric, you know, industrial metal for silver. Is it going to keep on going? It's a lot cheaper for traders to buy than gold, so that's why there was a lot more influx of buyers at the time. But since then, as you can see, massive swings. But it's all fundamentally driven. You know, Donald Trump has really been driving the markets for the last few months. We've got the Fed Chair Jerome Powell, as I said, leaving the hot seat soon. We've got interest rate decisions, and we've got earnings season as well. That's been propelling silver. So in the near term, we're just seeing now that prices are really starting to move that much higher before correcting and obviously diving lower. So is there a way back for metals? Is there a way back from the markets after, let's just take a look on the DXY, the dollar index, that's just starting to creep up a bit higher now and adding a little bit of value from being so subdued for so long. So let me know what you think. This video will be posted on our YouTube and Telegram channel as usual. So stick with us, stay ahead, trade responsibly, and we'll speak again next time. Bye for now.